have a trademark and you have a business. Now, why is it important for you to register your trademark? Why is it important for you actually to obtain protection? What are the benefits in trademark registration? Now, your trademark is an asset to you. It is an intangible asset. When you first start off in your business, it is not that much of a valuable asset to your company or to you. And that's because there's no goodwill and reputation built yet. As time goes on, when people are more accustomed to the service you deliver, the products you sell, all that goodwill and reputation will then be transferred to your brand. Your brand would, in time, become more and more valuable as it builds more goodwill and reputation. That's when they talk about brand value, trademark value. You know how they say Apple's valued at this much today, Google's valued at this much today. It's all about how much reputation and goodwill you have over time. So as your business grows, your trademark also grows in value. And that intangible asset will show in your balance sheet. So yes, it's not brick and mortar, but it's still an asset that's valuable to your company. So that's why you should actually value your trademark. Think about protecting it. Now, take for instance, Coca-Cola company. It's very often that this day and age, people say, oh, what happens to Coca-Cola if all the factories are suddenly burned down? Well, the chunk of value in a Coca-Cola company is in the brand Coca-Cola. It's been around for 100 plus years. People still buy any product that's produced by the Coca-Cola company because of the brand. You know, there's Coca-Cola Vanilla, there's Light, Coca-Cola Zero. So everything's banked on the brand Coca-Cola. So regardless of the fact the factories are burned down, the brand will still be there and they can still build the factories again. The company doesn't lose any value in the company itself because the chunk of the rights are in the brand. I mean, this is apart from the fact that there's also rights in the trade secret. The ingredients in the Coca-Cola drink are still kept secret till today. So the trade secrets and the brand are very valuable to the company. So the first reason why you should actually register your trademark is that it is a very important asset to your company. Now, the second reason is that this asset gives you monopoly for pretty much the rest of your life. Trademarks, once they are registered, have a lifespan of 10 years. After 10 years, they are due for renewal, and you renew them for a further period of 10 years. And this goes on until you decide to cease renewing the trademark. That only happens usually if you cease using the trademark. So that means that this asset is yours forever, and you can prevent any competitors entering the same market domain and from using a similar trademark or an identical trademark. So that's a large monopoly. You know, when a brand becomes more famous, the first thing a competitor does is they try to get as close as possible to your brand. And when you have it registered, you have exclusive rights. You can actually take an action against the party that has misused your rights in court. And the certificate of registration assists you to succeed in court based on the facts and circumstances, but it gives you that competitive advantage. Now, the third benefit in having a trademark registered is that you actually have a quicker way to prevent someone in court. Now, if you do not register your trademark, no one is saying that you do not have rights. There is still some rights. It's called unregistered rights. Now, if you have been in business for a long period of time and you've built a name in that industry, there is still some rights in your trademark, meaning that if someone misuses your trademark, you still can take action against that party. This is under the common law tort of passing off. So you, in court, will be informing the judge and trying to prove a case that the other party has passed off their business as though it is your business. So there's three criteria to prove a passing off case. First is that you have to show in the court that your trademark has built goodwill and reputation over time. So you have to show there's goodwill in your brand. Second limb in passing off cases are that you have to show misrepresentation, that the other party has misrepresented to the public that he's either associated to your company or is your company. There must be misrepresentation proven in court. And the third limb is that there is damages. You have suffered damages from that act of misrepresentation. So proving all of these three in court is what causes a successful passing off case. And having just explained that, you can see how difficult it is, it will be in court. How do you prove that you have goodwill and reputation over the years? How do you prove that there is misrepresentation? Sometimes it's very unclear that there's misrepresentation. Is there evidence to show that that person actually misrepresented their business as if it's yours? And then it comes to damages. How do you prove that you have lost some profit, or they have gained profit due to the misrepresentation in public? So all of this, to prove all of these elements in court is actually really difficult compared to having a certificate of registration. And there is infringement. There's infringement. The other party is misusing your rights, so you're saying that they're trespassing my rights. And in legal terms, in trademark terms, it's called infringement of trademark. So when there is infringement of trademark, all you need to do in court is adduce your certificate of registration and say, this is my certificate showing that I have trademark rights registered with the relevant IP office, and the other party are misusing the rights in the same domain for the same services or the same products. It is a lot easier to establish a case for trademark infringement as opposed to a case for passing off. So these are the benefits for trademark registration in any country that you're venturing into. So in any business, you have to assess what brands you're using and then take proactive action to actually protect the brand.